Hello everyone, Baccarat James here, back again for another exciting episode of the Baccarat One Two knockout system. Now, this system is very straightforward, it's easy to learn, but you got to keep going at it. You got to keep going. Now, we've been getting our ass kicked a little bit, but we keep on going. So this will be the fourth episode, and I'm going to try and continue and do many more. So just please stick around and have a little patience. And sorry about this computer, is pretty crappy. My other one, my good one broke, so I'm back to the old one. Anyway, pay attention. I'll hold your hand through this shoe, and we can get started. So we take a look at the tracking sheet here, and we can see we're not doing too well, right? We're not doing too well. So our highest plateau is 103, and we started to win. There's a tracking sheet, right? So our next bet is 5 units. So let's hop in. The juice is 48. I'll keep hopping back to here, and we'll mark it up as we go along. That way, everything is explained. So let's get into it. We're going to get into the shoe for virtual bet, and a shout out to these guys, B&B Simulator. They have a lot of shoes that you could test on. Excuse me. And give them a thumbs up when you're there if you go to test with them. It's excellent. It's free. It's on YouTube. So, yeah, thumbs up to B&B Simulation. That's the channel that I'm using. We're going to go 1,000 shoes. I have to give them credit for crying out loud for sure. All right. So the next bet is 5 units. So what am I going to bet? The same as last. When we start out, okay? So we're betting 5 units on the player here. Right? No juice, and see what happens. We got to eliminate the stuff in the on the tracking sheet if we can. 5 units here. That's as high as we go. Players 2, 6, boom, we win. All right. So you go over to your shoe, and we keep on betting 5 units. Now it's kind of dangerous if you want to come down. What I also do, okay. What I also do, so we knock off a 3, right? And we knock off a 2. There's nothing wrong with saying, okay, we got a 3 and a 1, so we'll knock off 4, okay? So the next bet is 4 units. Don't keep your bets way up there, because eventually we're going to get smacked down. So our next bet is 4, right? Okay, so, and with that, we can knock off a couple of 2s, right? And we can even go 3 and knock off a 2 and a 1. So that's how we get it back. One way of getting it back. So we're betting 4 units now. Let's go back over to the shoe and see what happens. On the first part of the shoe, we just keep on going with whatever one. So 4 units, 4 on the player. Now, I am going to have to get a new computer because this is really sucking. I'll phone my computer guy today, see what he can do. All right, sorry for the delay, guys. 4 units on the player, and we lose. Okay, so we lose there. Come back here. Come back to the tracking sheet. Okay, -4. Oops. We don't even need to put the minus in front, guys. You don't even need to. We already know that this is a negative. All right, so we can take this. We can take all this out. The negatives. So what do? What's our next bet? 3 units. We know this is a negative thing, negative field, right? So you don't have to put down negative. These are all minuses. Save ourselves 1 step 1,000,000 times. We save a million steps, right? You see the logic there. So the next bet is 3. All right? 3. And we continue on. So go back to shoe for virtual bet, and we'll be betting the bank because the last we stay with the run. The first column ran, we stay with the run. If it chops right away, next, then we'll go with the chop. So what was that? 3 units on the bank, right? And this would be a juicer. This would be a juicer. 3 units on the bank. See what happens. and we'll take you back over and come back. 3 units on the bank. Still waiting for it to populate. Here we go. Players 3, 3, 4. We win. All right. So that was fortuitous. We sit out. Now, if it goes to another bank, then we continue betting the bank because we'll bet that vertical run. All right. Well, at least I hope my voice is coming through. So we win the 3, right? So you come over here. Win the 3. So we knock off the 2 and a 1 here. Try to knock off 2 if we can. Okay. So we go up. The next bet is 4. Right? Next bet is 4. And go from there. So we go back to the shoot for virtual bet. Number 4. Then we play it out. If it goes to bank, we bet 4 units on the bank. If it goes to player, then we bet 3 units on the player. But so it goes to player. So we'll bet 3 units, 4 units on the player here. 4 units on the player. We'll just let it run out. 6 wins it. Okay, 4 units on the player wins. Okay, go back to the tracking sheet. All right. So eliminate that. Now we want to win 1 plus 1, so 3. We'll stay at 4. Try to get the 3, and then that'll come down to 2. Okay? So we'll stay at the 4 units. And you'll see the money management kick in when we win, and when we lose. So try and get it back here. Wait for it to chop the bank, or if it goes to one more player, we continue betting 4 units. See what happens. Player's 9. Okay, so we bet 4 units on the player here. 4 units on the player. And we lose. Okay. Go over here. Mark it down. All right, that's a -4. These are all minus negatives. So the next bet will be 3 units. Right? I'm holding your hand. We go down on a loss. Now, we forgot the juice over here, remember? I forgot the juice. And I want to play by the up and up. So this was what? 5 units. So we have to add 5 to the juice. Remember? And if I'm off by 1, go ahead, kill me. 5 to that is 53. Correct, Demundo? Okay. So we bet 3 units next. See what happens. 3 units on the bank here. And don't forget the juice if it wins. 3 units on the bank. Alrighty then. Bank wins it. So we come over here. 3 units. Remember what we're doing now. Remember what we're doing. 3 units. So we could take the 4 units off of here, right? Or we could go that down to 1 if you want. Okay. And this down to 1. That'll work too, right? Or we could eliminate the whole 4. But I'd rather do this. So the next bet is 4. Next bet is 4. I hope you see what I'm doing here. And that juice was, what, 3 units? So we're up to 56 here, right? Keep track of that juice because we don't have any way of keeping track of it here on the simulator, right? All right, so we wait for it to chop or to go to 4 banks. And you'll see the method of my madness once it starts to run, if it starts to run. 6, 9. All right. Goes to bank, we bet 4 units. Goes to player, we bet 4 units. Either way, we're betting 4 units. It's a tie. Same bet. Just wait. You sit out. Be patient. Okay, that's the bank. So we're betting 4 units on the bank, guys. 4 units on the bank. What you don't want is to have your bets go too high, too fast. 4 units on the bank. What's going on? Looks like a tie. Same bet. 4 units on the bank. These patterns, they come, they go, and you know, there we go. You win there. And you're going to run into these streaks, and you're going to get out of trouble all the time. You're going to be in trouble a lot too. But okay, 4 units on the bank. Knock off this 3. Okay. And we knock off a 1. Now our next bet, and don't forget that, was that a juice bet? I think it was, right? Let's take a look. Yeah, we got to be on the up and up here. The juice is up to 60. 60, that's 3 units, guys. It's 3 units on the juice. All right, you're only fooling yourself if you don't include the juice. So now we can bet 3, right? Just tackle these numbers any way you want. Try to get them down, and try and eliminate 2 bets at once. So our next bet is 3 on the bank. 3 units on the bank. And here we go. All right, coffee time, coffee time. All right. Yes, we did it. 3 units on the bank. Good. Good. We can pause that. Pause for the cause. Now, boom, boom. What we want to do here is to try and break even. So the next bet is 2. Okay? The juice, we add 3 units, right? 63. Don't forget the juice. And we go back. I digress. All right. 2 unit bet. 2 unit bet, guys. We win there. All right. Now, we're back to 1 unit bets. Okay? Nothing is 1. We stay at 1, right? And that was juice, right? 2 units, 65. And we'll just keep that juice going as if we were piling it up, okay? No need to screw around and take it off our highest plateau. We know that it's gone, okay? You know that that 3 units is gone, right? Don't sweat it. All right. So we bet the bank again. Keep it going. We don't care. If we lose, we lose. Looking good? Yep. Okay, add 1 to your highest plateau, right? Add 1 to the highest plateau. Add 1 to the juice. Don't cheat yourself. Highest plateau is 104 now. And the juice is 66, right? Okay, do it that way. And we continue betting the bank. I've seen 20 banks, 27 banks in a row, or 20. It's the same with the player. You don't think the player can run like that? You're sadly mistaken. That's a tie. Same bet, 1 unit. So say we're betting $100 units. Okay? That's what I'm looking for, guys. I'm looking for people to team up with me. If you have 10,000, then we can do it. There's another win. There's another win. Go over here. And I know this is long and tedious. This is what you should be getting. And I won't hold your hand once we get going, right? So this was a good shoe that we made the comeback with, and that happens a lot. That happens a lot. You get one of these long runs and say, see you later, kiss my patootie goodbye, right? One more bank in you? One more bank in you there, sister? Nope. Okay, so we lose that one. Big whoop, as we like to say back in the day. We lose that one. All right. So we won here, right, which is a minus. Stay at the 1 bet. All right. I'm holding your hand here because I can't explain everything very well. So now we bet the player. Keep on betting that run. If it chops, then we switch to the chop. Okay? Bet the player. Just follow these patterns either once or twice. And there's a stop and the stop gap. Okay? When there's a, I just thought of this. We call the 2 the stop gap. So when there's a run at 2. So we win that one. Come back. And you can just scratch this out, circle it, whatever you want to do. Just take it off, right? Now we wait. I said, okay. We wait. I'm trying to get that out of there. That's the thing with computers. You just can't be pressing keys and trying to get it to work. It doesn't work that way. So we sit out a little bit, okay? And wait till it comes back to the bank, or if it runs, what is that, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 players, then we get back in. But don't chase that vertical run. I'm telling you guys, don't do it. That's where you get killed. You chase it the one time, let it keep going like this, and what do we get? An extra 5, 6 bets, wins out of it, right? Bloody brilliant, as my British friends say. Bloody brilliant. Right. All right. So when it hops the bank, we'll bet the bank here. 1 unit on the bank. 1 unit on the bank. Yeah, if we get people together and go and play, hey, we could try and make a killing. But with my 10 grand, that's about all I'm going to invest in this. And I don't have it on me. It's at I made a nice tidy deposit at the casino. So I do have it there at the Gold Coast. If you want to come join me, there is some money in the bank and we can go from there. But that's about it. I shouldn't say that, huh? Well, if someone wants to come and rob me, then they're stupider than I thought, because there's cameras everywhere these days. Why even bother? I could see if I had 500,000, but for 10,000, it's not worth it. All right, so get that out of your head. We lose there. We lose there. Actually, I did a smart thing. I applied for credit, and I got it. And I'm playing off my credit, to be honest. I don't have the 10 grand, but I do have a 10,000 marker there, so that's good. You don't have to supply the cash. I get like 21 days, I think it is, interest free. I'll have to look at the contract, but if you have the money in the bank, why carry all that money, right? Just apply for a line of credit and see what you can get. So all I asked for was 10, because I know myself. If I would have asked for a lot more, and I'd be sick if I lost it. I'd be sick if I lost the 10. But hey, you got to give it a try sometimes, right? It's not going to kill me in my retirement. But anyway, 1 unit on the bank here, 1 unit on the bank. And if it wins, don't forget the juice. We'll eliminate. Nope, it lost. So now, what do we have? What do we have? And some of you guys might be saying, oh, this is shitty. I can't win like this. It's too boring. I want to raise my bets. Don't do it. Don't do it. This is all a grind. What if we were playing for thousands of dollars, right? We would be up 2 grand after 4 days. You'd be saying, this is a grind. What? Yeah, it's a grind. That's, if we're betting $100 units, we're only up a couple hundred after, what? This is a 4th shoe. That's 4 hours. 4 hours, right? So 1 hour a shoe. So we lose there. See this single gap? Okay. In column 74, followed by the run. That tells us that we can go. The next 2 bets are the runs, no matter what. Okay. The next 2 bets, when it comes back to the first row only, are runs. So we wait for it to come back to bank. And then we'll give it 2 kicks at the cat. Not coming back to bank there. Coffee time here. It's so easy, and it's easy to get in trouble. Last night I went out and I lost 10 in a row just like that. And I said, the heck with it. I lost another 10 in a row. And so I waited a couple hours, came back, and got it all back in 1 shoe. I'm playing live every day. I just have to get permission or just go for it and use my camera and go live stream. But okay, so now it's a 1 unit bet on the bank here. And if it wins, we get charged the juice. We do not win. Come over here. We give it one more time on the player, right? So we lose there. And our tracking sheet, we're down another one. Okay, we're down 3 now, right? Fine, fine. You're going to see, hopefully, how we can get out. I know we do, because I've practiced on these shoes many, many times. but that doesn't mean that it's going to win and come back all the time. You just have to get that through your head. So 1 unit on the player here, and if it chops, there's your double gap. Okay, that's your double gap. Double gap means we'll switch if it goes to bank. Okay, which we did not want it to do. There's your double gap. 1, 2. So we switched to player, and because of the single gap here in column, what's that? 74. Because of the single gap, and whoops, let's pause that. In column 74, we'll go 2 times on the chop now. Okay, we give that 2 times. So we got to mark up that loss. It takes a bit. Computer's slow. So we lose there, right? Okay, this should say loss tracking sheet. All right. Come back. And we bet the player here 1 unit. 1 unit on the player. See what happens. No juice, remember? Okay, we lose there. Let that run. We can go back here while that's running. Wow, we lose again, right? We can lose quite a few in a row. Quite a few in a row. All right. And it's running. Wait for it to come back to player. Now we bet the bank 1 unit. The bank 1 unit. Bet the chop. Give it 2 times because of that gap in 74. And the bank wins. Okay. Pause for the cause here. 1 unit. Come on over. Take this unit off. Add 1 to the juice. Right? Don't mess around by cheating yourself with the juice. That's where a lot of people go wrong. You know, I'm already at 3 units with the juice. So our next bet will be 2, right? Simple. Whoops. Except when you type 3. All right. So our next bet is 2 units on the player. Here we go. See what happens. 2 units on the player here. And that's a tie. We were in a commanding lead and we were denied. 2 units on the player. And we lose. Okay, fine. Fine. Be like, wow, you got a lot of losses there, Baccarat James. Yeah, I do get in a lot of shit, but I do tend to get out. So we drop down. Next bet, 1 unit. And yeah, sure, it's a grind, and sure, we're going to lose a heck of a lot. But we also going to, well, wait and see. See what happens. Now, if you guys want to become professionals, you have to have the discipline to get the heck out at the right time. And that's with a net 10, right? I can't emphasize that enough. All of my losses came after I've lost 10. My huge losses, like 60, 70, 80 units. Okay, we're going to pause this.
I was this close to signing the HELOC paperwork.
I was this close
I dug deeper,
to
and here's what I learned
saying,
before I signed. Let me break it down. HELOC
goodbye.
on the left.
All right. All right. Keep it going. Sorry for the commercials. I don't go back and edit these because it just takes too much time, guys. So we'll just skip through the commercial. I can do fancy things and make my face, you know, blur out and do spin arounds and all this other shit. Not necessary. I mean, if you're here for entertainment, well, then you're in the wrong place because I'm not too entertaining. But if you're here to try and learn how to make money, hopefully, then you're in the right place. So, all right, we bet the chop. And what had happened that last one here? We had lost, right? So let's go. What's the next bet? 1 unit, right? Yeah, the next bet is 1. So we go back. Sometimes you got to remind yourself. 1 unit on the bank here, 1 unit on the bank. A lot of times it'll chop horizontally, right? A lot of times it will. Okay, so we win 1 on the bank there. Big whoop, right? Okay, it's got to start with something. All right, so we knocked that off. And the next bet is 2. Alrighty then. And we bet the chop. Whoops. Got to go back. Don't forget that juice, guys. Don't cheat yourself on the juice. I used to do that and say, oh, I won 20 units, but I owe 5 juice, so you're only fooling yourself, right? I like to pay the commission when I play right away. Get it out of the way. That way I don't have to worry about it, or that's the best, well, the best game to play is Baccarat with Dragon, okay? There's no commission, that part. But the one with the half on 6, that's horrible. Your percentage is worse. It's brilliant, actually, but it's horrible. Okay, so we're betting 2 units on the player here. 2 units on the player. You're going to see how this works. And we lose. We're also going to see how it doesn't work, right? And we lose. No juice, that's a good thing. Okay, we lose the 2. Again. And you're saying, well, this is a grind. Yes, it's a grind. Of course it's a grind. But does it work? Well, the jury is out on that. There's no definitive answer until we played live and got our ass kicked or get our money. One or the other. All right. 1 unit on the chop, 1 unit on the bank. And before I was staying the same, go up, stay the same. But, you know, when you get those 10 losses in a row at at a certain point, you have to say, look, this is not working. So get the heck out. Okay, so we win the 1. Alrighty then. And the next bet is 2. That was a juicer, correct? 70. I hope you're liking this way. I know I'm going back and forth and it's very slow. And comment in the comment section if you'd like to see me go faster. 2 units on the player. 2 units on the player. Before I used to stop at like these three gaps. Not anymore. Piss on it. Because a lot of times on that 4th one it'll win. And then you're like, well, shit, I should have done that or this. Like there, we squeaked it out. 2 units, right? Come over here. Now we can eliminate these 2, right? Boom. Boom. No juice. The next bet is 3. We can do that. And after that, if we win, then the next bet after that will be 1. So we bet 3 units now on the bank. Don't forget the juice if and only if we win. When I was a programmer, if then else statement was the best statement. If then else. Okay, 3. We sucked. We sucked. All right. So we lose the 3. That would have been nice. We come back down to what? 2, right? 2. Keep on betting 3, pressing 3. All right, 2 unit bet. Here we go. Wait for it to come back down the bank. Then we'll bet the chop. And hopefully that'll work out. If not, it not. Long may you run. That was a great song, Neil Young. All right, so now we bet 2 units on the player. And it was the player. Okay, 2 units on the player. No juice. Mark that up. 2 units on the player. So this is what you do. Knock that down to 1. Boom. Right? Next bet is 3. Okay. So you're seeing how I'm working this money management to try and get it to be so the bets aren't that big. 3 units on the bank. We win this one. We'll try to get even there. 3 units on the bank. Nope. We lose again. Come back over. No juice. Big whoop. We'll try it again. Same shit. 3 units. Nope. 3 units. Can't see the 3 and the 4 here. Okay, so the next bet is 2 units. And here we go. Just wait. Wait for it to populate. All right. I hope you're enjoying this. And even though I have the net 10 rule, I'm going to play all the way through because I got to do a whole shoe. Right. But I'll tell you when I would have quit. So that way you can determine what's good for you and what's not good for you. Right. All right. Wait for it to come back to bank, and it's a 2-unit bet. When it comes back to bank, we'll be betting the player 2 units. Unless the player can have a miraculous run here. And here we go. All right. 2 units on the player. 2 units on the player. Not good. Not good. There's your stopgap. There's what I call the stopgap. Now we're going to switch to the run. Not good at all, guys. All right. Next bet, 1 unit. That's it. We were there. We were almost there, right? Well, pay attention. We'll get there eventually. Guaranteed. Guarantees when it comes to gambling. So there's your double gap, your stop gap, I call it, right? Column 51 and 56, that's your stop gap. So we're going to switch to bank, to run, okay, instead of the chop. And we're going to give it 2 tries because of this single gap, all right? Here, there's your single gap, followed by the double gap. We're going to stay with it 2 times. So when it goes back to player, we bet the player 1 unit. When it goes back to player. There we go. So we're betting 1 unit on the player. See what happens. 6-5, lose there. Wow. Slaughtered. All right. Stuff happens. Stuff happens. We give it 1 more try. Slow, slow, slow computer. All right. 1 unit on the bank. 1 unit on the bank. So that's the story, and I'm sticking with it. And it wins. Let it run. Come over here. Okay. Oops. Next bet is 2. And the juice is 71. See how it's going over here, whether it's still running or not. Nope, when I switched over. Oh, okay. It was running, so we lost. What did I do? See, that's what I get. Yeah. The next bet was 2, so we lost. Got away from myself. I can't let it run. Okay. The next bet after that was a 1, and we on the bank, and we had 1, right? So we take off this 1. Keep this 1 here. That was a 2 unit, 1 unit bet. So that comes down to 2. We add 1 to the juice. Yeah. All right. So we come back and let it run. Next bet, it will be 2 units. The next bet will be 2 units. All right. Sorry, I let that run and I screwed it up. Huh. Yeah. Okay, comes back to player, we'll be betting 2. Yeah, I think I might have screwed something up there. I'm not sure, but if I did, oh, beat me up. Okay, so that we won the 1 unit. Now this would be a 2 unit bet on the player. 2 units on the player. And that loses. Wow. We're getting our asses kicked here. Come on over here. Come on over, mark it up. Be honest with yourself. 2. And the next bet is 1. Go over here. We bet the bank for 1 unit. Bank, 1 unit. Because of this double stopgap, okay? That's why we're giving it 2 tries. If it chops, that's a double stopgap. That's a double gap. All right? But we're going for the bank, 1 unit. And that wins. Come back here. All right. Change this to a 1. You'll see how it gets eliminated. You'll see. If we can get some wins here. All right. It goes back to player. We'll be betting 2 units on the player. The next bet is 2 units. When it comes back to player. And sometimes this just fails. It just takes a deep shit. But okay, there's your player. 2 units on the player, guys. Don't give up on these gaps here. 2 units. Okay. No juice. Gotta love it. Stop it here. All right. So the next bet will be 3. That was a 2 unit bet. So we change it to 3. Okay. Eliminate this. Eliminate this. Very good. Next bet is 3. We knock off 1 there, and so on. All right? So don't mess around. All right. Wait for it to come to bank. 3 unit bet next time. You'll see the method to my money management. If we can win. Nope. Wait till it comes to bank. We're not betting here. We're not betting here. Wait till it comes to bank. Can run player all day for all we care. 7-7 tie. Just be patient. Slow and steady wins this race, guys. Slow and steady wins this race all the time. All the time, all the time. As my darling, dearly departed wife used to say, all the time. God bless her. All right. Yeah, they say you should have something to do in retirement. Well, I absolutely have done so many things with this game, tried so many things, and yeah, I'm hitting myself. I know that it's a 50-50 game, so I don't need to hear it from the Mr. Know-It-Alls that I'm just getting lucky, right? Yeah, I know that. But when does the bottom follow? You don't know. And with this money management, I have a fighting shot, you know? The 1-2 knockout. 1-2. Yeah, right, old man. Okay, we needed to run a few more times before we would even consider getting in. All right, it would have to run at least 2 more times. And if it does, it does. If not, don't chase those vertical runs, guys, because that shit happens, right? So now what are we betting? We're betting 3 units. 3 units on the bank. Don't forget the juice. Okay, Mr. Bank, come on. Did I pause you? No, it's just whirling around. Great connection I got here there, James. 4. Come on. 9-8. We lose. 3 unit bet. Come on over. Shit, I thought we had that one. The thing is, don't let your bets get too high, right? Don't let your bets get too high. 2-unit bet. I should say that, huh? Next bet, be 2 units. Alrighty then. And we'll bet 2 units on the player. 2 units on the player here. Get my comfy here. See what a delay it is? It's taking a sweet ass time. 2 units on the player. It lost. There's your double gap. So we're going to switch to the chop. Okay. Going to switch to the chop. Wow. All right. Back to a 1-unit bet here. Can't hit the broadside of a barn. How many down? 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Down 7 net. Huh. Okay. 1 unit on the player. 1 unit on the player. All right. Player wins. Okay. 2 units on the bank. 2 units on the bank. 1 unit on the player. Go over here. Yeah, it's long and drawn out. All right. Take 1 off of here. Next bet is 2 units. Okay. 2 units on the bank, I believe. Yep, 2 units on the bank. We win this, it's a juicer. And when you think about it, we're not down that many bets, okay? Because we keep on knocking things down, right? That was a 2-unit bet. 1 here. Next bet is 3. And the juice, don't forget the juice is up to 71. And that's 2, so it's 73. Next bet is 3 units. Correctamundo on the player. 3 units on the player. Let's see what we can do here. Three units on the player. Follow that car. Natural 8 will not be denied. Will not be denied. So what do we do? Boom. Boom. Next bet, stay at 3. Don't get screwed. 3 units on the bank. 3 units on the bank here. See what we can do. Don't forget the juice. Just go 1 up. 1 up. The 1-upmanship. Okay. Win that one. You don't need to keep raising your bets all willy-nilly. Take that off. Stay at 3, guys. Stay at 3. Take that off. Next bet is 3. Juice is up to 76. Be honest with yourself. Okay. Here we go again. 3 units on the player. 3 units on the player. And you can see how this can work, but you can also see how it can't work sometimes. We lose there. 3 units. Come back to here. Three. Next bet is 2. So you do have to keep track of that net 10 a different way. So now we can come back, we'll be betting the run because there is no single gap here. Okay, come back to betting the run when it comes back to player. Just let it run, let it run. Okay, that's it for this shoe. Okay, it's got one hand left. Okay, so that's it for that shoe. And let's go over here and see how we're doing. All right, that's it for this episode. And the next bet will be 2, right? Juice is 76. Our highest plateau got up to 105. So when you think about things, we're down 4 plus the juice. We're down around 8 units. All right. Now, if that really bugs you that we're not up after 4 shoes, well, then you should really try something else, because this is not going to be easy. So, alrighty then. Thank you so much for watching. I got to get rid of this shoot for virtual bet. We're going to go to shoot for virtual bet 5. So we'll do that in the next episode. Start 5. Here we go. And then we'll go from there in shoot for virtual bet 5, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Give these guys a thumbs up if you're visiting. All right. Give them a thumbs up, for crying out loud. It helps a lot. And remember to subscribe. I appreciate it if you subscribe. And we'll see you in session 5. Keep on keeping on. Get a hold of me if you want to come play. It is exciting. And we're going to try and get something going here. Like the 1-2 knockout Baccarat club or something. That would be cool. But hey, we'll give it a try. Thanks again. Have a good one. Thumbs up. Baccarat James over and out. Thanks, guys.